Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Mirko, next to me is Mary. Hi Mary.
Hi Mirko.
Today we talk about a topic that companies are demanding more and more. Mary, what do we talk about today?
Today is all about electrification. This plays a more and more important role for many companies, for example in electrical vehicle fleets or in logistics. In intralogistics, for example, electrically operated robots are used for a variety of tasks. But the switch to electricity brings also a lot of challenges with it.
Yeah, Mary, you've already said it. Companies have to face a number of challenges that are not unsolvable. But to get an idea of what these challenges are about, we have Philip with us. Philip, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you, Mirko. Thank you, Mary. My name is Philip and I'm a product manager for renewable energy, software solutions and energy management systems at WAGO. So when our customers are faced to the high energy prices due to peaks in regards to the loads they create by charging the e-trucks instead of a diesel truck, by electrical cars from the employees, and also the machinery inside the production lines and so on. So yeah, let's take a look at this topic and how we can solve that.
Okay.
Yes, Philip addressed a lot of important topics already, so we want to learn more about that. I would suggest, Mirko, take Philip with you and go to the logistics department, and we will see each other again when it's about the software solution.
Okay, Philip, let's go. We are now in the injection molding department, and behind of us is an automated guided vehicle. Philip, when companies want to replace their diesel fleet with an lithium ionic fleet, what challenges do they have to face?
Yeah, they have to figure out if the grid capacity fulfills the charging power that they need at the right time.
Okay, and how does WAGO help there?
So we can offer our load management solution to do a monitoring at first to figure out what is the situation at the moment, and then, if necessary, to control these charging units in addition.
Okay, are there any other challenges companies have to face?
Yeah, sometimes even the grid capacity is not high enough, so they have to add some PV power, for example, some renewables or a battery storage to change the maximum power by time.
Ah, okay. That means that the data, which is collected while charging vehicles like this, has to be collected and analyzed, and this data comes together in our energy data management cabinet. I would say let's go and take a closer look to the EDM, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
We are now standing here at the place where all data from the logistics comes together, and this is our energy data management cabinet. Philip, what kind of data do we collect here?
Well, that's the data from our production lines, so the plastic injection machines, the extruder, the light, the charging infrastructure of our electrical vehicles. Everything here comes at one place.
Okay, and why do we collect the data?
Well, we need it for predictive maintenance on a high resolution, to also become better in our efficiency and to be faster in regards to maintenance issues.
Okay, we know now what and why we need the data. Can you tell us how we get the data into the load management?
Yeah, that's easy. We've got here, for example, the switch, and via Ethernet we can provide it to our load management controller that is in our transformer station where we get the energy from.
Ah, okay. You mentioned the transformer station. Mary is waiting there for you and has a few more questions for you at the transformer station. I would say you go there and talk to her.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
We are standing here at the customer substation, the interface to the grid operator and the central point where all energy flows and data come together. Philip, which data is already measured here for an efficient load management?
Yeah, so we have got some third-party devices that we measure for the grid connection point, and then some sub-measurements of each feeder by our MID meter, and then we collect all these data with the controller.
And how exactly does this data get into the system?
Well, that's quite simple. We use Modbus and OCPP Modbus on the metering and inverter side to collect all the values, and then OCPP on the charger side for all the different values.
Yeah, that's a smart solution. How is all this data is made usable for the customer in the application?
We have mounted an LTE router, and we can forward this information by MQTT to our cloud backend, and then we have prepared some nice dashboards and functionalities in our cloud app.
So the application is gathering all the data, giving me a great overview and showing me where the loads are going and flowing. And yes, another important aspect is the legal one. In Germany, there's an act which says that the grid operator is made able to also control big consumers, energy consumers in our local grid. Can you explain to us in more detail what it means and if there is a solution in our software?
Yes, so yeah, in Germany it's a paragraph 14a. In other countries it's under a different name. And at the end, the grid operator, in case of grid capacity problems, wants to regulate and control the consumption, so means loads or renewables that feed into the grid. And we can do that with a customer substation application. In addition, it's an additional software hardware solution. And then we control our load management on a 0 to 100% basis.
Oh, great. So it's an all-in-one solution, all from WAGO. We talked about the software solution so much. I would suggest let's go inside and have a look at the laptop, a deeper insight into the software solution itself. For the load management in EV charging parks or in intralogistics, WAGO offers the software solution WAGO Application Load Management. My colleague Philip explained to me on beforehand what it's about. It's about distributing and utilizing energy flows optimally within the limits of the grid connection point. But what the solution is exactly about and why it's important for companies, I would like to let my colleague explain.
I would like to show you the software solution directly. So we measure the grid connection point all the time. And in addition, we also get the values from the PV power plant. And we have got a connection to the EV charger and to the rest of the loads. And we split it into these two loads because the green one is the load that you can influence and control. And the other one is just that we know the value for the algorithm at all.
You explained to me that load peaks are a critical factor. Can you show me how the software helps to avoid these and also by integrating alternative energy sources such as PV parks or battery storage?
So therefore I would like to scroll a little bit down. So here you can see the different meter and entities we are taking a look at. And in regards to your 15-minute value that causes the high energy costs, we measure all the time. So you can set the border, and this maximum border will never be reached. So we don't go higher, and therefore you know your energy costs. So we measure the grid connection point, and in addition we take care of your consumption and of the production at the same time of the energy. And so we can balance every value.
That means with the application, we can get the maximum out of our grid connection point without increasing costs.
Yeah, that's correct. And in addition, if your grid connection point, for example, is limited, you can add the PV and the battery power to your grid connection point and we will handle it.
Yeah, what a smart solution. You also mentioned to me that we can look after all these data digitally in the app Charging Park Management. Can you show it to me?
So the load management itself is working offline. But in addition, we developed this cloud app to enable the customers to see every production line or every facility, even if it is not at the same place. So you get a nice overview of your different facilities, and then you can jump into it and get your electrical overview, like you can see here, and also of your maximum 50-minute value. And then you can also get an overview for non-technical stuff. So for example, if your employee is responsible for your charging park, you can directly see with these nice pictures if a car is parking, charging, interrupted, has an error or anything else. and then they can inform the technical colleagues if there is an issue.
Yeah, thank you very much for your insights. That sounds like a holistic solution which can integrate alternative energies and enables everybody to get a good overview about the status of your intralogistics or EV charging park. And now it's time for me to hand back to my colleague Mirko for a brief summary.
Mary, you and Philip took a closer look to the software solution. Let's summarize. What are the 3 biggest advantages for companies?
I would say the main benefit is definitely the cost reduction through the avoidance of load peaks. That has a great cost-saving potential. Then the flexibility, because we're manufacturer independent with the system, and the possibility to connect to the cloud, which makes the system even more open.
Okay, that sounds great. And if you want to start with the electrification in your company, make an appointment with our experts. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Thanks.